Hello and welcome back to Hermit Talk, the name that I just made up for this show. Thanks to all you great viewers that decided to watch my video last week. I am so happy about that. So what we're going to talk about this time is going to be the Hermits coming back to life. I know of at least 2 Hermits having made machines or currently making a machine for the purpose of bringing people back to life or bringing their color back to them. So let's get to that.
Where there is now a storm cloud above with lightning striking the lightning rod on the mansion, sending its energy below to the resurrection chamber.
So this is my saturating machine. Hopefully it all goes well. As I say, I am away, so I'm not going to have a chance to use it until I come back.
So first up, we gotta consider that Mumbo's machine we know is already completed, and Scar's machine, well, he's probably gonna release that completed episode very soon, maybe even before this video gets out. But Mumbo's actually going away for a bit, and so we gotta think about who is going to use which machine. That'll help us make a tally. So for Mumbo's machine, I'm thinking that the Dragon Bros are almost guaranteed. So that's going to be Green, B-dubs, and False Symmetry. And then for Scar, I want to say that maybe more like the people that are actually using the dead quarters and that have been in the graveyard and everything might be using that because it flows with their content. So that would involve Cub Fan, Tango Tech, and Impulse, Stress Monster, Rendog, Azuma, and maybe even Cleo and Joe Hills. And then Corrales is actually on vacation as well, so it might be a bit before we see, and maybe he'll just end up going to the one that Mumbo built because that's closer to his base. And then Jevin quit, so we're not going to even tally him because then he would have to make a final episode. Final Fantasy 14,000. The one that I am really not sure about is TFC because he doesn't really interact with a lot of the other Hermits. This is the first time I've seen him do an event with anybody else. And so I don't have a prediction for TFC. Now, who do you think is going to have more revivals? Let me know in the comments about that. I also would like to know, back when Demise first started, who were you hoping to see win the whole thing? Personally, I was hoping just TFC for the sake of the fact that he was actually participating in one of these big events. And something else I've noticed is that we tend to, these big events, they get like to this climactic point, and then once that ends, it's kind of like, okay, now I really want to watch more Hermitcraft, but it's like waiting for something else to start up. And at this point, I don't know if we're getting something else to start up because, as I mentioned, Jevin had his final episode. Green is talking about winding down and stopping for the season, and Azuma has apparently talked about how he's going to stop for January. So I'm wondering when we get the next season, or if this is even meaning that the next season is imminent or anything. I actually have not watched any of the prior seasons. This one just conveniently happened when I got back into playing Minecraft at the same time of the aquatic update happening, and I was already following Green and Mumbo, but nobody else, and I had never actually watched Hermitcraft until this season started. So I really don't know what's going to show as far as like signs that we're switching seasons or not. That being said, I do want to kind of tour the older seasons maps on video and everything, get my reactions to seeing things that I've never seen. And I have actually downloaded the one that has a big volcano base for Azuma's base, but I can't find anything else on there. If you want to suggest what places I should tour and check out, and tell me like how to find the good stuff, so that way I can take a look at it and be surprised and everything, that would probably be very helpful. So do that down in the comments. And if you'd like to see me see things for the first time that you've seen years ago. and anyway, the footage that I used today is basically I'm building up a base that I had built up. I spent a couple months on it, building it, and then the server was shut down and I basically had to start over somewhere else. But I got this downloaded and I decided to go into creative and pull my vision together, and we got that villager in the way, had to move the third person camera. But if you like this whole talk show type thing going on, just like this video and subscribe if you want to see more of it. I definitely foresee myself pulling subjects up to talk about as time goes on, and I'm just watching myself go really fast as I record this after the fact and all that stuff. Hopefully I get this video out before they start using the machines, and I'll see you next time. Crater.